Hey guys, Puzzledor here, coming at you with a deck profile on my Cosmo deck that I'm going to be running for the December ban list, I guess, or December month. Um, as many of you guys know, if you guys have been sticking around my channel, Cosmos are kind of like one of my favorite decks because you can run them in so many different ways. You can run traps, you can run artifacts, you can run kaijus, etc., etc. The deck itself just functions very nicely. Hopefully we do get some more support because it's been a long time, but the deck is still pretty good. It can still kind of compete. I haven't taken it to like locals or anything like that, but I have been testing on like Dueling Book and stuff like that and remote duels, and it's been really helping me. I really like it. So I really like this version of the deck so far. And like always, if you guys know what the cards do, there's always going to be a deck image down below. If you guys are interested in my card choices or why I pick certain cards, just stick around. If not, you can always leave a comment down below and I'll always reply. And yeah, guys, let's get straight to the deck profile. I am going to be running the one Dark Eclipser. So Dark Eclipser essentially cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effect. Okay, it's a 3k body, so it's pretty big. And then when it gets destroyed, it floats down. The trap, so the thing is that also, like, when your opponent activates a trap card, I can banish a Cosmo monster from my graveyard, negate the activation, and if I do destroy it, it's honestly, traps are not impactful right now, therefore the card itself is kind of bad, but I did want another body I can send off Tin Can or just another big 3k beater. Uh, the boss monster of the deck, the best ship, arguably. 3 Cosmo Dark Destroyer. This card is fantastic. Normal or special, you can pop a monster on the field. And then that's obviously really good. It can pop other ships so then they can float down. It enables OTKs and stuff like that. Obviously, everybody knows the Farm Girl OTK. It's iconic. If not, well, let me know. I can make a video on it real quick or like do some test hands. Obviously, and it cannot be targeted by card effects. And of course, it floats down. It's literally the best ship. Cosmos are split usually between ships and pilots. So for the rest of the ships, one Forerunner. Forerunner is okay. I mean, it's a 2800 body, can be targeted. You gain 1,000 life points during your standby phase, so it kind of helps you with time if that's the thing. Then again, I haven't taken it to locals in a while, so Cosmos are pretty. Cosmo Forerunner is pretty good. I wanted to run another big ship with big attack, so 2800. I didn't want to run any of the other ships like Dogfighter or anything like that because um, I just don't see it very much doing anything. And even honestly, this is just a non-targeting 2800 vanilla. But again, it's something to float down after Dark Destroyer. For the rest of the ships, 2 Slip Rider. Slip Rider is really good. Normal or special, it pops a Spoiler Trap card on the field. And obviously it floats down. So it's really good. Like I said, you can run the artifact package in this. In my old deck profiles, I would run the artifact package. And this one I haven't because I'm kind of gearing it to me losing the die roll. But even then, you can obviously always side it in. So yeah, that's it for the ships, boys. So the ships, I would say it's pretty standard. For the pilots now, Dark Lady, arguably one of the best pilots. I would say the second best pilot next to Tin Can. So Dark Lady, it's a level 5, so you just kind of, still. So quick effect, you can banish this effect. You can banish this card, and then special summon a level 6 or higher ship from your hand. And then once per turn, when another monster activates an effect, quick effect, you can pay 1,000 life points, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that monster. So that's pretty good. You can get away with running 2. I used to run 2, but I am maining Scale Drain, plot twist. So I decided to just cut it to 1. Rest of the pilots. 3 Tin Can. Obviously, best. This is the best pilot. It does everything that you want a pilot to do. Essentially, it has the banishing effect to special summon from your hand, obviously. But the effect is that during the end phase, you can pay 500 life points, and if you do reveal 3 Cosmo cards, your opponent randomly picks 1, and then you send the rest to the graveyard. So it kind of enables you to get your Dark Destroyer, Forerunner, and a Dark Eclipser, or you can pick Cosmo Dark Lady, reborn it later with Back to the Front, etc., etc. So yeah, best pilot. Oh, also the pilots are psychic, so they're E-Tele targets. 1 Strawman. Yeah, Strawman's pretty good. It lets you basically pay 500 and target one of your banished Cosmo monsters, special summon it, but its effects are negated. So you can special summon out like Dark Destroyer or one of the ships that are banished, and then just bring them back, and that's how you kind of reuse them. 2 Farm Girl. I've always liked 2 Farm Girl. I can understand why some people would opt to play one, but I've always liked two Farm Girl just because it enables the Farm Girl OTK. Essentially, attack you know, you have Farm Girl on an open field, you attack directly, you special summon out Dark Destroyer pop something else, etc, etc. So for the last of the pilots, I am running one Wicked Witch. Wicked Witch, you pay 1,000 life points, and this card can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects. And it's a 1900 body, so it's pretty good. If you guys want, I was testing out the one Farm Girl, one Good Witch, one Wicked Witch, but Good Witch just feels very power crept. It feels very like, I'd rather just have Farm Girl and just kind of go for that final push for game. So yes, that is it for the actual Cosmo monsters or the pilots. For the rest of the deck, I'm running 3D Shifter. That's actually one of the reasons why I even wanted to play this deck again, is just because it runs really well under D Shifter. Yes, tin can, it kind of hurts, but the thing is, like, you can get all your cards back through Cosmo Town. The deck plays very well under D Shifter, so why not run it? I mean, it kills them out already. And 3 Ash Blossoms. So this spot before, obviously, in my last profile is where, like, the artifact package. But I just decided to run this, and just opening a Ash or a Shifter and a Tin Can just more likely always won me the game, because I can go OTK turn 2. So yeah, so that's it for the monster count. For the spells, very small spell count. Sorry, guys. 3 emergency teleport. Obviously, this is really good to get your Farm Girl, your Tin Can, everything that you want. 2 Cosmo Town. So Cosmo Town is what helps you play very well under D Shifter. Essentially, you can grab your monsters that were banished with Cosmo Town. You just pay 100 life points for their level, and so that's pretty good. It also lets you like recycle your hand if you kind of dead draw and stuff like that. It kind of sucks because it does interfere with the pots. So you can run any pot realistically. You can run Pot of Extra, Pot of Prosperity. Pot of Prosperity is in my Umi control, so I don't really want to. But anyway, yeah, so Cosmo Town does conflict with Pot, so I didn't want to run multiples of them. I think 2 is fine, but as well as you can always pop Cosmo Town with Slip Rider and get like a free plus or a free search, so that's pretty good. And yeah, like I said, Cosmo Town is what lets the deck play very well under Shifter. For the last spell, I am running 1 Reasoning, but puzzled. If you're running Reasoning, why are you running D Shifter? Well, because Reasoning is just a really good card. I'm not always going to have D Shifter at my opening hand. I mean, it is only 3 cards, but Reasoning is really good because it lets me set up my graveyard with a bunch of Cosmos, and I can bring back, you know, through like back to the front or something like that. It's really good. So for the traps, I am running 2 Cosmodro cards, really good. Target 1 Cosmo monster you control, destroy it, and if you do, banish 1 card in your opponent's control or in their graveyard. So it's non-targeting. It's so fantastic. This card is so good. And it, well, triggers your Cosmos if you guys haven't been able to know, because it destroys your Cosmo monsters. So 2 Cosmodros, pretty good card. I was even thinking about running into 3. But 3 Skill Drain. Well, the deck plays really well under Skill Drain, so why not, right? It plays really good on the D Shifter and Skill Drain, so I would say that's pretty a-okay for me. And 3 Board Wipes, Torrential Tribute. I always like Torrential Tribute in Cosmos. Again, it's just a really good card. It lets you float. Torrential maybe isn't the best trap. I'm still testing out what I want from this. I was thinking Anti-Spell Fragrance, because you can have your opponent set their spells, pop them a Slip Rider, but then again, like, that doesn't do anything against Tier. 3 Macro is also really good, Macro Cosmos, but then that's a little bit too much banishing, because you do want your Cosmos to be destroyed and then banished via their effects, so you can float down. But right now I'm testing out 2 Tarantula, and so far it's worked. And for the rest of the traps, I am running only 2 back to the front. Essentially, Call the Haunted, special target a monster in the graveyard, special summon it in defense. So that's pretty good. Like I said, the deck itself is good. Kind of sucks because Bestials are a thing, and obviously Light and Dark, but it is a necessary evil. The deck is fun, guys, and if you have any questions, please just like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below. I'll respond. No extra deck. The deck itself doesn't really utilize an extra deck. I'm running Pot of Extra, so it's just filler cards, but you can obviously run like Cybernova Infinity and stuff like that. I don't have a side deck made or anything because this is kind of like my fun deck. So guys, just let me know what you guys think, and Puzzle Will out. Yeah.